What's going on, guys? Here to recap the latest series against the St. Louis Cardinals. And, real quick, I'll recap the one game against San Diego. It was a make-up game. Got rained out earlier in the year. I think it was the beginning of the season. But they came in for one game. Kevin Correa pitched for them. Cole Hamels for the Phils. And, it was a pretty good win. You know, we've roughed up Correa pretty good. I know in the past we've played against him. He's not a very good pitcher. But then against San Diego, he's not a very good team. When we played them in the beginning of the year, they were actually not a bad team at all. They were, looking like they might actually be a decent contender. But that's all but faded away for them. That game, Cole Hamels gave up a couple runs. I think he gave up 3 runs, and then in the top of the fourth and in the bottom of the fourth, we got like 4 more. Final score was, I think it was like 9-4, something like that. I can't remember. It was a couple days ago. But a good win there, just to get the win against not a good team, a horrible team. So that's good to get. You got to get the wins like that when you can. So we did that. And then the Cardinals came in, and prior to that game, the Cardinals had acquired Matt Holliday for a couple prospects. Huge trade for them to get some protection for Pujols. As they came in, we were going to have to watch out for that lineup with them too, and then Ryan Ludwig too. And right away, Matt Holliday, I think he got a hit, a stolen base. I know all in all he was 4 for 5, and they destroyed us 8-1. So I thought we were going to be in for an interesting series because I didn't know how it was going to go. Because, Joel Pinheiro pitched great for them, so that was one of the main reasons we lost. Offense really was non-existent. So Pinheiro's been a good pitcher this year, so that's a good job by them. And we just weren't able to get it done. But Saturday came back and really took it to them, winning the game 14-6, highlighted Jimmy Rollins, grand slam. Shane Victorino was 4 for 4 with the home run. He hit it back to back when right after Rollins hit the slam. That was a great win. I didn't really catch too much of it because I was at work all day Saturday, but Rodrigo Lopez got his 3rd win, so he's looking pretty good. So say if Pedro doesn't work out or we can't get a good pitcher at the deadline, at least we have some insurance. We got Rodrigo. And of course, who knows what Pedro is going to do. And so that was a good win for us. And then Sunday, we had Joe Blanton going to the mound. And they had Todd Wellmeyer, who's probably their worst starter. He's got a ERA of about 6. And we really took it to him, getting a 9-2 win. 2-run homers by 4 different guys. By Raul Bañez got one, Jimmy Rollins, Chase Utley, and Ryan Howard. If anyone saw Ryan Howard's, it was off that big-ass center field wall. He came back onto the field. He almost cleared that wall. That's sick. Actually, I remember I was at a game about 2 years ago when he hit his 100th home run against the Cincinnati Reds, and he hit it, I think he hit it over. Or it was pretty close to over. I'm pretty sure it was over. It was like 510 feet or something. It was sick, but he's just got so much power, and that was just a great moonshot right there. And Joe Blanton, excellent performance by him. 8 innings of 2-run ball. As the trade deadline appears closer, I don't know if I'm seeing a need for Roy Halladay. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I'd love to get Roy Halladay, but J.P. Ricciardi in Toronto, they're asking way too much. Like, to give up Happ and Drabek, I don't know if I would do that because the Phillies are so high on Drabek. I think he's going to be a stud too. J. Happ, I like him. He's a solid pitcher. He's probably a number 3 starter in this league. So it'd be nice to keep a guy like him around. And I think they could if they went after a guy like perhaps Cliff Lee, because I was reading on Philly.com today that they would only have to give up 2nd-tier prospects, maybe a package like Jason Donna and Carlos Carrasco for Cliff Lee. I would do that in a second. So that would be nice to get him instead. He's a solid pitcher. He's got a low ERA. Doesn't have a winning record, but he's a former AL Cy Young winner, so he's a great pitcher, and he'd do well since Blanton is pitching so well. maybe hopefully Hamels can turn around, have a couple solid starts in a row, and we'll see what else happens with the back end of the rotation. And also Pedro Martinez, there was rehab start yesterday, only went I think 25 pitches. It rained down in Clearwater yesterday. He had 1 strikeout and he gave up 1 hit, so really can't tell much. He pitched an inning in the 3rd, so not bad for that, but who knows, when he'll pitch again. They're trying to get him, I think, 3 starts because they bring him up to Philly. It was his first one, obviously. He had through a simulated game earlier in the week, but we'll see what happens. Trade deadline is Friday. We got the Diamondbacks for 3, so I'll bring a recap after the Diamondbacks series. And, if the Phillies make a trade early, whenever the Phillies make a trade, no matter how small or big it is, I'll definitely make a video about that. And then if they don't make a trade, which I highly doubt, I think they'll get some pitcher of some sort, a starter of some kind. I'll bring you a recap on Friday. Video about who they got and stuff like that. Maybe any other playoff or MLB trades around the league that I see is important. So that's pretty much all I got. Philly's got the Diamondbacks up next. We'll see what happens. Should be a sweep because the Diamondbacks are a terrible team. Looking forward to a nice sweep and hopefully expanding on lead in our division. I think we're up to 6.5 games still over Atlanta, and I think Flyers just above that. Mets are 10.5, something like that. And then the Nationals, who even cares? So that's all I got. Of course, as always, go Phils.